Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is a general reading for whoever finds this message. I'm just gonna hop right into it. But first, I want to share a dream I had last night that may resonate for you all. All right. Now, I wrote down a couple of notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's just me reading my notes because I have a lot to unpack here. Okay, for you guys. So I wrote down, they don't want me to see something. And I woke up to my eye. I couldn't open my right eye. It kept watering. It felt like somebody scratched my right eye. And my cat had his arm wrapped around me. And he had his claws in my arm so that I couldn't move. Like his arm was around my arm, if that makes sense. And his claws were clawed into my right forearm so that I couldn't move my hand off of my eye. So I feel like this has to have some sort of symbolism here. All right. I wrote down, I had this inner feeling. Maybe you guys can resonate. People have been using tactics against you. So that you'll never see the full story. Now, whatever that might mean to you. All right? All right. I already pre-pulled these cards. What I have here, we have the devil showing up alongside right here with the Queen of Swords. All right. The Queen of Swords is making an appearance with the devil. All right. Now, this could be about yourself. And I'm getting that. Another symbolism I got was, sorry if this is TMI, but when I was blowing my nose, I know it's the winter time, but my nose doesn't normally bleed, and my nose kept bleeding because of the dryness. Now, the Queen of Swords is known to be dry, could have a dry sense of humor, could be very strict. She's very intellectual. She's very good at communicating, extremely good at communicating. Changing the narrative in her favor. Now, in this situation, because the Queen of Swords showed up with the devil, it's telling you that the devil is the queen. So whoever this queen might be in your life, all right? The main message here is you're not crazy. You were manipulated. Okay? And I kept hearing that song. You ever heard that song, Dare? Never did no harm, never did no harm. Bitch bad. I'll link the song in the description. And it's like, you've got to press it on you. You think that's just what you do, baby. Hold it down. Yeah, so whoever this person is, she tries to make you feel like you are the devil, is what I'm getting here. When really she's the one who's the devil, or he. She's a master manipulator, whoever this is to you. You notice how some of these people... So, this is not to be like really... I just have to say this. You notice how this image looks like a giant dick? And there's people inside of the dick. Some are even dancing inside of it. Some are actually having a good time. Now, what I get here is, at least in this card deck, in this situation, this person has done a great deal at manipulating you to make you feel like you're the devil, to hide. How do I word this? How do I word this? Something sexual that might have happened to you. I keep hearing the devil in plain sight. And what I just said doesn't have to be the case. This is just what's coming through. Not all messages might resonate for you. This is just what's coming through here, okay? Now, I also keep hearing hypersexuality. Some of you might have experienced an extreme deal of hypersexuality all throughout your childhood, and you might possibly still have it. You may be learning how to control that. I also wrote down, as I was writing down my dream, I wrote, Dev is I. When I was supposed to write, I was trying to write down that whoever this person is to you, this person who is the actual devil, and it came out as Dev is I. I don't know if you can see this there. Dev is I, which is showing me that whoever this person is for you guys, they had to try to make you feel like you're the devil so that you wouldn't think that they are the actual devil. Now, this could be anybody. This could also, getting a little tongue-tied, twisted. Yeah. Whoever this person is, they completely twisted what actually happened to you, what they did to you, who they really are. Twisted your reality. This person affected your ability to think clearly, to put two and two together. They had to twist it so that you always believed their narrative of the story. So that you would never move towards peace. I have to breathe and slow down a little bit because there's so much that I could say in this reading, and there's so many different ways that I could interpret it. Now, when these two gather together, when you see these two in a reading together, the devil and the queen, there's always misinformation. Always. Confirmation, my stomach just made a really odd noise there. Whoever this person is, they made you out to be the devil. They made you feel like you were the odd one. For some reason, I keep wanting to discuss the hypersexuality thing. You might have had extreme hypersexuality tendencies, tend to feel like all this rage within you growing up. And you never knew where it stemmed from. And as a child, you should never feel like that. Just remember too, especially when the devil card comes up in the Thoth deck. I really love this deck. It really gets down to the bottom of things. Even if you don't want to see it for how it really is. It's almost like someone is standing on top of your truth. Warping your mind. Now, this Queen of Swords here, whoever this is to you, They seem really sweet on the surface. They might have even, to your knowledge, to what you think a good mother or a father was, or whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, in your eyes, they did all the right things. But there's something hidden beneath the surface. Far beneath the surface. That's why I said beneath. So that they did everything so that the story would benefit them. They went so far to make sure that you would never find out the actual truth of what actually happened. I'm hearing they took great lengths. Great lengths. And there's many, many people involved with whatever you're sensing, whatever happened to you. You might not even know, because you were so manipulated. Trying to find the right words here. Anyways, let's continue. Now, whoever this person is to you, whatever they did to you, they did it so that you wouldn't connect to your true self, so you wouldn't connect to your soul. So that you wouldn't see the bigger picture. So that you wouldn't see the reality of what actually is happening here. They planned this out perfectly. So that you would never question a damn thing. Yep. The Aeon is all about connecting to all that there is. It could be a spiritual awakening. Feeling bigger than yourself. You could have had a near-death experience that shook up your core of your reality. This card is about questioning everything. Connecting to all that there is. Being able to see through the bullshit. Being able to see through the lies. Inner strength, wisdom, a total transformation into the soul, into the spirit, being guided from spirit, getting answers from spirit. Now, since this person painted you out to be the devil, to hide who they really were, you were never connected to spirit. You weren't able to connect to spirit. When you're stuck in these cages down here, this ball sack down here, literally. It's kind of funny, but it's a good analogy. I don't know how that came up. That's just what I'm getting. Now, when the Aeon comes up, you're able to see the bigger picture. Now, I'm sensing that you're starting to see the bigger picture now. You're sensing that something ain't right. Now, this is a situation where I'm going to switch it up a little bit. If you have been in a toxic, this is specifically towards a man that is, you were in a relationship with a female narcissist. You might just now be sensing that she was a narcissist this entire time, and you ended up missing out on true love because of this woman. You might have met your person, and because of the manipulation that she put you under, she tried to make you out to be the devil also. She tried to make you feel like you're worthless, like you can never get any better. She tried to make you feel like you were stuck with her. Maybe she refused to leave. Maybe she's all about the money. Maybe she's all about the image. Maybe she likes seeing you small. Maybe she doesn't want you to be better than her. And she knows if you go and be with your person who's your true love, that she can't feed off of you anymore. I'm sensing that if you haven't found this out yet, you're about to find this out about this woman. Whatever the situation may be for you. Take it however it resonates. You're really starting to question things. You're really starting to question this woman. I'm getting that this is a woman. For whoever's watching this, it's either a mother, or if this is a male watching, this is either someone that you just broke up with, someone that you're still with, but you're starting to see their true colors. And it completely shattered your reality. It broke your heart. It mostly broke your heart because she kept you away from who you're really supposed to be with. And you realize that you made a mistake. Now, if this is your mother, she did this to you for the same exact reason. Because to find this spiritual love means you found your soul. Means you saw yourself for who you really are. The Lovers in this aspect with this card here, it's about literally finding your other half, the person that actually is supposed to complete you. Although you're supposed to feel complete by yourself on your own before you can join with this person. Now, with having a Queen of Swords in your energy field, you're never going to get to that place of self-love so that you could reunite with your person. I kept wanting to say ignite. When you have these Queen of Swords, narcissistic, toxic energies in your energy field, you're never going to ignite your flame. They just put it out. All they do is they put out the flame within you. They make you feel like the flame is something separate from you. The flame is you, though. They didn't want you to find that out, though. So yeah, you might be feeling major regret, wishing that you would have seen this truth sooner about this person. But I want you to know there's nothing that you could have done. It was supposed to happen this way for a reason. You signed a soul contract with certain lessons that you were supposed to learn at a certain time. To make you stronger, to prepare you for your divine union. Now, you can tell that whoever this person is to you, that you're supposed to find, male or female, it's a sacred spiritual bond that is meant to be. You share the same wounds. I'm sensing that for both of you guys, if this is, about a partnership, you both share almost identical traumatic situations, but in different ways. Now, when you two reunite, that means that you have learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn. Now, whoever did this to you, they didn't think that you were ever going to break the spell. They didn't. And now you might even have to be strategic about how you go about this. I keep hearing, since so many people might be involved with this situation, there's only so much that you can say, so much that you can do until it all pans out the way that it's supposed to pan out. She had you under some serious manipulation. Now, since the Queen of Swords, originally when I pulled this, the Queen of Swords was supposed to come after a couple of cards, but the way that I'm seeing it now, she was supposed to come directly after the Three of Swords here. So what that means is that all the heartbreak that you're experiencing, it's because of her. It's because of her. She kept you from your blessings. Purposely. She wanted you to fail. Now you might feel like you did fail. But you didn't. You're just taking some time to reassess and to learn. Now you learned a major lesson about people. Just because someone offers you a cup to drink doesn't mean that you drink it. I know that's really random. Some people have blood. They have bad blood inside of that cup. And since I kept hearing bad blood, I know that whoever did this to you was in your blood also. So it's usually very common that you experience the same situation in a partner if you were raised by a family member with the same type of energy. So this started with you guys since you came out of the womb. Now, for some of you guys, and this might not resonate for everybody, you might even be questioning if your parents are even your real parents. Looking back on everything, once you had this epiphany, once you started questioning everything, and then you think, okay, if this woman or man, like I said, it could be a father too. It's like if they were able to do this to me, and think about the dream that I had. It's even possible for some of you that the parents that you grew up with, they weren't even your real parents. And they manipulated you so bad so that you would never question who they really are, that they might have even, one or both of them might have even dated one of your real parents. And I question if I should share that because that means this is going to be a very specific message, but maybe that one part doesn't resonate for you. And maybe the rest does. And they did this, your parents did this to you purposely so that you would never guess, never question the full story of what actually happened. I'm hearing just say it. I honestly wasn't sure if I wanted to say this, but I'm going to, because I know this is going to reach whoever it's supposed to find. You might even be sensing that you were stolen as a baby. And I'm being applauded for saying this right now. I wasn't going to talk about this, but it has to resonate for somebody, or maybe you're going to start questioning everything after resonating with that one part, that one piece. Maybe that's the missing piece to the puzzle that you need to figure everything else out right now. Yeah, this is quite the message, you guys. This is quite the message. This doesn't have to be your situation. I just think for some of you it might be, and you might not even know. And your parents might have purposely pursued, like each of your parents might have pursued like, for instance, your mother that raised you could have dated your real father when you were very young. And they could have always talked mad shit on your real father. Your real father probably doesn't even know that they were the ones that stole you. Could be a case where your real mother and father, your mother was unconscious in the emergency room going for a checkup or something like that. Could be anything. And it could be a case where her baby was stolen and they never found out who actually stole the baby. But they might have always had a sense. But they had no proof, because whoever did this, they planned it out perfectly. They know all the right people. Confirmation. They even might have changed your name. You might have a birth certificate that doesn't look completely legit. It looks like a copy of something. I suggest, if you sense this, go to the town hall and ask for a real birth certificate. You might even be sensing who your real mother or father is, and tell them. And you're going to know. You're going to know because you're going to see them go talk on the side, and you can tell that they're hiding something because they were legally told to never let out the truth of what actually happened. It's a corrupt system. You don't know what's actually going on behind closed doors. It's time to start debating what you think the truth is, and demanding answers. I think that's all I have. I'm hearing, don't be afraid. Trust your gut. You might be sensing that something might have happened to one of your real parents. Maybe your dad dated an ex-girlfriend that looks just like you, or something like that. Maybe you sense that something happened to one of your parents. Maybe you're really looking into everything right now. And you feel really uncomfortable around your real parents. That's the biggest sign I can give you. This doesn't have to be your exact story. I'm just being told to share this to help somebody. My intention is to help people find the truth of who they really are and what actually happened to them. All right? Because you guys deserve to know where you came from. Don't let anybody take that away from you. All right, fam. Love you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.